2, 1. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Tineshwari.
Hi, I'm Swashini.
Hi, I'm Divya.
Hi, I'm Dashani. Today we're going to talk about our IB project, which is We Choose Movie Animation Park Studio in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Let's explore.
Maps is poised as Asia's first animation theme built in Ipoh Perak at the cost of Rm 520 million. It was created from a joint venture between Perak Corporation Berhad and the Sandersons Group. It was originally planned to be opened in 2015, but due to some technical issues, it was opened later in 26 June 2017. Its operating days are every day but on Wednesdays, weekdays 4 to 12 am, while on the weekends 10 to 12 am. Animations are based on DreamWorks Animation, The Smurfs, Bubble Boy, and so on, as you can see on the web. It consists of both international and homegrown intellectual properties. Their target markets are kids, families, and also tourists. The pricing used to be Rm 160 per entry, and customers had to pay additional for each ride. But as of 1st of March 2019, the system was completely changed to a coupon system and free entry. For example, for Blast Off Zone, you need to have 4 coupons, and each coupon are priced in Rm 3. They have monthly promotions to attract customers by having discounts, events, and sales. They also have fairs to promote their new systems or products. The complaints that was received by maps from customers is that the rides are limited, expensive for two reasons, which are food and beverages in the maps itself is too expensive, and the tickets which was recently taken care of.
RM 1 Malaysian ringgit equal to 5,694.55 dong. Ho Chi Minh City, also known by its former name of Saigon, is the most famous and population city in Vietnam with a population of 8.4 million. The Vietnamese animation began in 1959 when the Vietnam Animation Studio was formed by a group of young animators Nguyen Man Lan, Lee Min Hin, who were educated in the Soviet Union. Foreign investors still love Vietnam for its low cost, abundance of labor, and matters of fact permanent process analysis on the ground says. Registered foreign direct investment increased 44% year-on-year throughout December 20 to 29.68 billion, according to the Minister of Planning and Investment. Foreign operate factors make good mainly for export, and exports had risen 23% to 155.24 billion over the bulk of 2018. Your investment comes from South Korea, Singapore, Japan, and Taiwan, all places where manufacturing cost more than in Vietnam. Investors come for a labor force that famously young, trainable, and willing to work for a minimum wage of 172 per month. About 60% of the 93 million Vietnamese are of working age. Starting a business is getting more efficient permit-wise, and most industries allow foreign investment of 100%. Religion in Vietnam. Vietnamese flock religion and non-religion 73.1%, Buddhism 12.2%, Roman Catholicism 6.9%, Cordialism 4.8%, Protestantism 1.5%, Ohioism 1.4%, other 0.1%. Vietnamese is an Austroasiatic language that originates in Vietnam, where it is the national and official language. Vietnamese is the Austroasiatic language with by the far the most speakers, as many as the rest of the family combined. Its vocabulary is borrowed from Chinese, and it formerly used a modified set of Chinese characters called Chunom, given vernacular pronunciations. The native speakers are 96 million. Vietnam scores high on this dimension, score of 70, which means that people accept a hierarchical order in which everybody has a place and which needs no further justification. Hierarchy is an organization is seen as reflecting inherent inequalities. Centralization is popular. Subordinates accept to be told what to do, and the ideal boss is a benevolent autocrat. Challenges to the leadership are not well received. Vietnam economy is performing well, propelled by the sustained global recovery and continued domestic reform. Robust growth is boosting job creation and income growth, leading to both based welfare gain and poverty reduction. Vietnam's gross domestic product (GDP) is estimated to have increased by 7.1% in the first half of 2018. GDP growth was broad-based, led by strong manufacturing growth of 30% by strong external demand. Agriculture output growth also strong performance in the export-oriented fisheries subsector. Meanwhile, expansions of the service sector remained robust at 6.9%, underpinned by strong underlying retail sector growth supported by private consumption and record tourist arrivals. The inflation rate in Vietnam increased to 2.64% in February 2019, from 2.56% in the previous month as prices rose faster for foodstuff 7.08% versus 6.6% and housing and construction materials 1.72% versus 0.94%. Meantime, inflation slow for both canned food 1.15% versus 2.06% and garment footwear hit 1.67% versus 1.73%. On the other hand, inflation was steady for household applications and goods at 1.35% and transport prices continue to fall negative 4.54% versus negative 3.95%. On the monthly basis, consumer prices went up 0.80% following a 0.10% rise in January. Inflation rate in Vietnam averaged 6.34% from 1996 until 2019, reaching an all-time high of 28.24% in August of 2008 and a record low of 2.60% in July of 2000. The gross domestic product per capita in Vietnam was last recorded at 1,834.65 US dollar in 2017. The GDP per capita in Vietnam is equivalent to 50% of the world average. GDP per capita in Vietnam averaged 892.67 USD from 1984 until 2017, reaching an all-time high of 1,834.65 USD in 2017 and a record low of 376.60 USD in 1984. Vietnam personal income tax. Vietnam personal income tax rates are progressive to 35%. Not residents are taxed at the flat tax rate of 20%. Not employment income is taxed at rates from 0.1% to 25%. Residents other tax rates on resident individuals, income from capital investment, copyrights and franchise activities 5%, income from transfer of capital 20%, income from transfer of real estate 25%. Not residents other tax rates on not resident individuals, income from business and productions of good 1%, income from business and productions of service 5%, manufacturing, construction, transport and other activities 2%, salary and wages 20%, income from capital investment 5%, transfer of capital 0.1%, transfer of real estate 2%, copyrights and franchise activities 5%, laundry wins gift which are securities, capital or assets 10%. Most goods imported to Vietnam are subject to duty. Import products are subject to import tax and value-added tax 0 to 10%. Depending on the type of product, tax rates vary in different ranges. For example, consumer goods, especially luxury goods, are usually subject to higher tax rates than machinery, raw materials, or equipment used in production. However, Vietnam is a member of Asian Free Trade Area and inter-region import tax of certain product range from 0 to 5%. This including products such as meat and fish, fruit and vegetables, agriculture, machinery, livestock. Import in Vietnam decreased to 14,670 USD million in February from 21,260 USD million in January of 2019. Imports in Vietnam averaged 7,016.08 USD million from 1919 until 2019, reaching an all-time high of 21,760 USD million in October of 2018 and a record low of 740 USD million in February of 1999. In conclusion, as a new marketer, we cannot able to open maps in Vietnam because the rules and regulation different for businesses from country to country. In case there are few competitors in Ho Chi Minh City who runs the business like maps, even Vietnam Animation Park is more advanced than maps. Vietnamese animation studio continues producing 8 to 10 cartoons a year. Most of them are traditionally drawn or by computer and lot of animations by students group and small studios. In other hand, culture is a whole new ball game and it takes time and understanding to grasp Vietnam culture. Just because your marketing strategy is successful within your own country, this doesn't necessarily mean it will do well in Vietnam. As a business people, we must consider slogans and their meanings, especially if translating into another language. Not everything has a literal translation, and you would not want to do irreversible damage to your brand.